You guys are going to be making a little bowl or a cup called a pinch pot. We're going to cover our pots with texture. Texture is the way something feels. This pot does not have a lot of texture. Here are some pots that have a little more texture. Here's a pot that has some drawings carved in the bottom. A pinch pot is made by pinching clay into a container shape, like a cup or a bowl. And here's how you do it. To begin, everyone will get a piece of paper with their name on it with a lump of clay. Use your hands to squeeze the clay and roll it between your hands to make it into a ball. You can roll it on the table also if you would like. There's no need to slap or bang on your clay or bang it hard on the table. Just press it with your hands. If you see a wrinkle on the clay, you can rub it with your finger to smooth it out. You can also tap the clay gently on the table and press with your hand to make the top and bottom of your ball flat. The next step is to stick your thumb inside the ball of clay. This will make a hole that we will start pinching to turn the clay into a cup or bowl shape. Pick your clay up with your hands and use your fingers so that they look like a crab claw. Start pinching around the bottom of your clay and then work your way up towards the top. Make sure, as your pot gets bigger, that the sides of the pot don't get too thin. If you would like, you could use one of the tools that we have on the big table to trim the top of your pot to make it look more even. Be sure you're gentle and you hold on to the clay so you don't crush the whole side of your pot. If your pot has some rough edges, you can come get a sponge from the big table. Be sure to squeeze all the water out of the sponge before you take it to our table. Use the sponge to gently smooth away any little bits of clay that are sticking out. Next, you can come back up to the big table and get some things that will create interesting textures on your pots. We have forks. We have some lids from markers. We also have some jar lids that have interesting textures around the sides. Watch while I add texture to my pinch pot. Next week, your pots will be completely dry and you'll get to paint them in class.